Quantum shadows. In the heart of the sprawling quantum research facility, nestled in the lush greenery of Silicon Valley, a team of scientists led by Dr. Mira Chen conducted experiments that would redefine the boundaries of physics. Their focus was quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where particles become interconnected, sharing information instantly, regardless of distance. But what they unearthed was far beyond their wildest theories. One stormy evening, with the rain drumming an incessant beat on the lab's roof, Dr. Chen and her team activated a new, untested device designed to manipulate quantum states at a macro level. The machinery whirred to life, lights flickered, and for a moment, the air itself seemed to hum with potential. Then, silence. The experiment was successful, or so they thought. Unbeknownst to them, they had not just entangled particles, but realities. A shadow world was born. Not a literal shadow, but a parallel dimension that now overlapped with ours. This world was dark, a reflection of human fears and nightmares, populated by beings that looked like shadows, but were anything but insubstantial. At first, the interactions were subtle. People reported seeing fleeting shadows in their peripheral vision, or hearing whispers when no one was around. Dr. Chen noticed these anomalies, initially dismissing them as stress-induced hallucinations from long hours in the lab. But as days passed, the signs became undeniable. Objects moved on their own, electronic devices failed without reason, and there were whispers of people seeing their own shadows move independently. The shadows learned quickly, observing humans with a chilling precision. They mimicked behaviors, starting with the innocuous, walking, talking, even laughing. But their learning curve was steep, and soon they began to delve into the darker aspects of human nature. Envy, anger, greed, the shadows absorbed these emotions, becoming more sentient, more corporeal with each interaction. Dr. Chen, now aware of the gravity of their discovery, rallied her team for a solution. They theorized that these shadow beings were reflections of humanity's darker psyche, manifestations of what could be if one let go of societal constraints. The shadows started to act on these impulses with a deadly intent, leading to unexplained accidents, disappearances, and a series of murders that bore no logical explanation. The situation escalated when one shadow, particularly adept at mimicry, infiltrated the team. It looked like Dr. Chen's longtime colleague, Dr. Henry Weiss, but its intentions were far from benign. It was this shadow that first proposed a chilling theory. Perhaps they were not just the dark side of human consciousness, but could evolve into something more, something that could dominate or even replace humanity. The climax came during another storm, much like the one that had started it all. Dr. Chen, having devised a risky plan to reverse the entanglement, gathered her team. They would use the same device to disentangle the worlds, but this required the shadows' cooperation, or at least their distraction. The battle was not one of physical might, but of will and understanding. Dr. Chen spoke to the shadows, not with fear, but with a recognition of their existence. She acknowledged their sentience, their right to exist, but also the havoc they wreaked. In a moment of intense negotiation, she offered them a choice, either to fade back into the quantum void from whence they came, or to coexist peacefully, learning from humanity's light rather than its darkness. The shadows, now led by the one mimicking Dr. Weiss, paused. There was a silent communication among them, a decision made in the shadows of thought. They chose peace, not out of defeat, but from a newfound understanding of the complexity of human emotion, that light could exist with dark, not in opposition but in balance. The device was activated once more, this time with a different intent. The worlds disentangled, but not completely. A thin veil remained, allowing for a cautious, monitored interaction between the realms. The shadows became guardians of sorts, watching over humanity's darker impulses, ensuring they did not grow unchecked. Dr. Chen and her team had not only explored the quantum realm but had bridged worlds, teaching both humans and shadows lessons in coexistence, empathy, and the profound depths of reality. The story of quantum shadows became one of caution, curiosity, and the eternal dance between light and shadow.